What happened? What is this?
Alexandra Iala's dream run continues. She completes a hat-trick of wins over Grand Slam champions. And this, the best of the lot, as she takes down the world number 2 and 5-time major champion.
Okay, guys. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Hold up. Let's play some more music. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell happened. Twitch says my connection's a bit unstable, but Twitch is just being Twitch. I don't know what to say about that. Anywho's, Alexa Iyala. Shout out Alexa Iyala, who is on a dream run beating Iga Swiatek in the Miami Open. Fellow Filipino, shout out to DJ Chloe for showing me that too. Considering she's ranked 140. Hold up, let me mute my mic for a bit. Wait. Play some background music. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it was I don't know, something was going on. Encoding overload. Don't know what the fuck was that, but I'm here. We did the Am I the Asshole for that. It was kind of messed up, I'm not gonna lie. Look, in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna log off because you know what I mean. I'm feeling a bit tired. As you can see, I'm yawning and shit. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna try and do that. But I will be logging back on later on tonight. Hopefully, maybe around like what? There's but like around like 12 a.m. You know, midnight. You know, still a bit on the Ramadan timings. I mean, last day soon. But let me do one more Am I the Asshole? Okay. Over here. Now, we did this one leaving my husband, and I gotta say, she's not the asshole, the husband's the asshole, leave his ass. This is what I was gonna say. Actually, I'll not say it. Okay. But I will say it. No, I won't say it. I'll say it. Okay. Like, men and women, just like when it comes down to cheating, is just different. I mean, I think for in this case though, he did emotional and physical. So like women, like men could cheat and it could just be the physical. Okay. And I'm not saying in all cases, most cases. And even for women, most cases for them, if they cheat, it could be emotional. You know what I mean? I saw Andrew Schulz's podcast the other day. I didn't finish it, but I will. He brought a divorce attorney, and wow, the insight in that pretty intense. Pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. But let's get to am I the asshole? Now, I saw one right here. Okay. Am I the asshole? Okay, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband's coworker for embarrassing me and my husband? Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband's coworker for embarrassing me and my husband? I can already feel like you're not the asshole, dude. You're just defending yourself. Okay, let's get into the context. A few months ago, after many years of trying to conceive, my husband, 32 male, and I, 33 female, had a gorgeous, healthy baby boy. My husband and I are black, which is pertinent to the story. Is it? We were over the moon and family. Okay, just something about me, by the way. I don't like it when like race is being involved. I really don't. I don't like it. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. Like if race is involved in the story, unless it is somebody is actually being racially attacked, yeah, sure. But if not, man, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Let's investigate. We were over the moon, and family, friends, and coworkers had also been excited for us. Right after I delivered, my husband emailed a birth announcement with a photo of our son to everyone in his office. Fast forward a couple weeks, and my husband came home fuming after his first day back at work. One of his co-workers informed him that another guy in the office, a new young employee my husband barely knew, had been telling everyone willing to listen that my husband couldn't be our son's father because that baby is too light to be his and his hair is too long and straight. That's a white man's baby or an Asian's. This guy proceeded to tell everyone what a sucker my husband was and that his excitement over finally becoming a dad was blinding him to the reality that he had been cheated on and his wife impregnated by another man. Side note for anyone who's still unaware in 2025, black babies in general are fairly pale as newborns, and their skin will darken over the first few weeks. Is that a lie you'd like to tell yourself? Is that a lie you'd like to tell yourself, you know? No, I'm just joking. I'm playing. Hair changes to curlier pattern and pattern are usually gradual as well. Our son was no exception and is now my hub's mini-me. Oh, like they look alike. Okay. Good on you. My husband said he had immediately confronted and questioned the guy, who completely denied saying anything inappropriate and claimed he only said a joke. The baby was too cute to be my husband's. But others in the office confirmed the first co-worker's account. Not only that, the guy had tried to parlay his superior perception skills into some weird form of workplace clout. Fortunately, the guy got moved to a different shift that same week, so my husband didn't have to see him again. That is, until a company event this past weekend. Families were invited and we took our son, and who should come and insert himself into our group as we're chatting with the boss, but brown noser McMouth. What? I need to reread that. I didn't get what was happening. Hold up. Fortunately, the guy got moved to a different shift that same week, so my husband didn't have to see him again. That is, until a company event this past weekend. Families were invited, and we took our son, and who should come and insert himself into our group as we were chatting with the boss, but Brown Noser McMouth. Weird name. He interrupted our conversation and introduced himself to the boss, shaking his hand. When I realized who he was, my anger came flooding back and I said, I don't believe we've met, but aren't you the guy who went around telling everyone in the office I must have cheated on my husband with a white or Asian man and this couldn't be his son? The guy went red and silent. Boss said to him, see me in my office first thing Monday, and walked away. I think someone's fired. My husband said I went too far because it was already over and done with. I said it wasn't done for me until I'd had my say, and I was the one being defamed, not him. Woo! I don't even have to read the comments. You're not the asshole at all. You're not the asshole at all. Like, for real, because that dude's a dick. That dude was an absolute asshole. Like, he said all that shit. And you know what? If he went around, if the rumors are true, then he's the asshole for sure. Like, you're a new guy at work coming in, you don't know anybody, and then all of a sudden you want to make it seem like, oh, but I didn't do this, I didn't do that, blah 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 blah. Nah, fam, that ain't it. And the wife coming in to do that slyly, like very sly, you know what I mean? Aren't you the guy that this, you know? Pretty cool. You're not the asshole. She was slandered and she just gave birth. Being slandered after giving birth, or being slandered for giving birth to a baby and saying that it's not your baby, that's crazy. That's crazy. Unless it isn't your baby. Unless it could happen. It could happen. For me, you are not the asshole. You are not the asshole. Okay, let me try something else. Let me go for am I the asshole relationships. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Would I be the asshole if I told my husband about his teenage girl? What the fuck is that? Let's see this. All right. Let's get to it. Last one before I dip out, guys. Am I the asshole? My boyfriend was messaging his ex of 4 years. Damn. My boyfriend and I have been together for over a year. A couple months ago, I found a birthday card from his ex under his bed. It was for his most recent birthday, so it wasn't an old card. It was sent whilst him and I were dating, and so y'all not dating anymore? And they had been broken up for over a year. I can understand that they were together a long time and there's no harm in her sending him a birthday card, but what upset me was the fact that he kept it under his bed and didn't tell me about it. When I confronted him, he claimed that he forgot about it. I simply accepted that was the truth and moved on. Skip to a few months later and I decided to ask him when was the last time he spoke to her. He said 6 months ago. I had a gut feeling this wasn't the truth. I wasn't asking to see their messages, just when their last message was. I keep on asking him and immediately he gets super defensive, and I'm not stupid enough to know that means nothing. I broke up with him that night, and he eventually told me that they had been snapping every day. Like streaks, I suppose. Okay. But I'm not willing to risk whether it was more than that or not. I know he didn't cheat on me, but it's the fact that he was able to lie and hide things from me so easily that made me end things. So am I the asshole for breaking up with him, or should I have trusted him and his ex of 4 years talking every day? Ladies and gentlemen. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna make a bad joke, but just in this context, this guy, he's not letting his girlfriend stop him from being with his wife. No, honestly, it's good you broke up with him. Like, okay, if it really was nothing, if it really was nothing, right? Really was nothing, probably would have told you about it. Probably wouldn't have lied saying that. Probably wouldn't have lied saying what's it called? Saying that the last time they talked was 6 months ago. Instead, they've been snapping every day. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's definitely not. That's still an ex. You know what I mean? And you're snapping her every day. I cannot do that. That's weird. That's very weird. Snapping, like sending snaps. That's weird, dog. That's weird. And it's your ex for 4 years, so you know that there's something there. There was something there, or let's say, you know that there was something there. You know what I mean? Yeah, Doug. Yeah, you're not the asshole, but this guy definitely still has feelings for his ex. Still wants to be with her. You know what I mean? And it's good that you broke up with him, because if he came out and said, oh, if he said, like, you know, here's where I think it could have gone, okay? If the guy came up to you and be like, hey, babe, you know, me and, my ex of 4 years, we were really good friends before. We broke up, but we still mess each other here and there. Now, as a well-mannered man in society, if your girl says, I don't like that, that's kind of uncomfortable, I wouldn't want that. I mean, like, you know, if the roles were reversed, would you like that? You know what I mean? And two things the guy have to think in that situation. One, if the roles were reversed, would you accept that? If you would, hey, that's on you, fam. You know what I mean? But also, if she didn't say that and she said she's uncomfortable, as a man, you should respect your girl's wishes. If you want to be with that girl, you know? And I'm talking about people who are like actually serious when they date. You know, I'm not talking about the casuals, like we're casually dating. Nah, like if you're dating, like for me, if I'm dating to marry. You know what I mean? So I respect my girl's wishes. If she doesn't want me to message, look at, or even talk to my ex, even though that we were friends in the past, at some points we were friends and then it turned to a relationship, fuck that. You know what I mean? Doesn't work out. But obviously you'd have to come and talk to her and confront her about it. You know, you can't just go life through willy-nilly. Like, you can't go and do something and then just apologize for it later. You know what I mean? Don't work like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole. This has been fun. I like this. I like this series of Am I the Asshole? I'm gonna dip out right now. I'm gonna close the stream because it kind of annoyed me that I was on the stream and then something just went down and shit. But what's it called? I am gonna log off. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. I'm going to be back later on today, you know. And plus, when Ramadan is over, guys, I'll have a longer schedule. I'll be more up to the task to stream. You know, right now I'm just tired, man. I really am. I'm just tired. See, look. I said tired. I started yawning. Jeez. Yeah, I haven't been getting much sleep. You know, 8 preparations too. It's been hectic. So yeah, man, it's been tough. It's been tough. But with that being said, guys, it's your boy Saad Al-Swaidi. Thank you for joining me on the live. I will be back and we'll be reading some more stories. We'll definitely be reading more stories. We'll be reading more stories and possibly reacting to some videos. And who knows? I might have some people here with me later on tonight. I might have my cousin. I might have my baby. No, I'm just joking. Maybe. I don't know. Just tune in. You don't know. See what's up. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. I should continue my podcast. But thank you for tuning into the live stream. Appreciate you guys, and I'll be back later on tonight. So please like, share, subscribe, follow me on all my social media platforms, on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the flip side, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.